Hey guys, my name is Masud. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how can you add value to a property. Now, before I actually go into that, I just want to answer why do we actually want to add value to a property as investors or generally? And the reason why is because it allows us to make profit, and that means we make money. So when we actually add value to a property, we can do this in several ways. One of the first ways of actually adding value to a property is just buying it below market value. This is the ultimate question that every investor has when they're actually purchasing a property. Is it below market value? So the reason why we want to get it below market value is because we're actually getting it for cheaper than it actually is. And that means we're making money on the buy. So you won't even have to actually do any works when you do that. So imagine we have a property that's worth 100,000, and the way that we actually know that it's worth 100,000 is if we look at the other comparables on the street and we look at the similar spec of that property compared to the others on the street. If we know that the others on the street are worth 100,000 and our property, we actually have an opportunity to buy it for 80,000. That means we're going to make some money, because when we actually buy that property and we look to sell it on, that 20k margin is our profit. So that's why we want to get a property for below market value, and that's one of the first ways you can actually add value to a site. Not many people would think that buying below market value is adding value, but in my books it is. Now, the next thing that you can actually do to add value to a site is just refurbishing or modernizing the interior of the property. Similar to what I've managed to do for my first project. I've actually just managed to take a house that was in a bit of a tired state inside. It was a little bit old, needed a bit of tender loving care, if you like, inside. The kitchen was a little bit old, the flooring was old again, so we basically just revamped the whole place and put new works inside, and that way making a more pleasant living space for other people to be there. And when it comes to the actual resale of that property, you have increased the aesthetics and the overall look, therefore increasing the value. Now, the next way you can actually add value to a property is generally by probably getting a bit of planning. So planning is actually something, planning permission, something that you get from your local council or planning authority, and they will usually have to give it to you to allow you to actually build or extend your property, or whether it's a piece of land to actually build on it. You need planning, because your build and what you do will affect your environment. So if it's a property and you're putting an extension on it, it will affect the overall look or the view of the other neighbor's window from their garden. If your extension is high enough or long enough, it has to kind of meet certain requirements from the council to be allowed. Otherwise, anyone can actually build whatever the hell they want, and it just looks crazy, and we're just going to live in very odd properties. So getting planning permission is another way you can actually add value to a site. So you can actually add value in many other ways, but for this video I wanted to keep it a little bit short and brief. Those are the three ways I've listed for you today in this video. Hope you learned something new and it helps you in the future. If you enjoyed this video and you got something new from it, don't forget to like, share your comments down below. I'm really interested to see what you had to say. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I'm working really hard on making great videos for you guys, so don't forget to stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.